to stage. Hello? See if anybody shows up. I am live. 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 Let's see many. Hi. Hello. Hi, everybody. Yay. Jessica goes, T-Boom. Thank you for being here, Dave. Hi. Oh, God, everybody shut up super quick. So I have news. Hi, Dahlia. I have some news on Little Miss Snow White. I worked all day today. Hi, Christina. Bill Evans. Hi. Oh, my goodness, so many people. I worked all day today on the Little Miss Snow White video. And just a few minutes ago, I got an email back from Cornell. They think it's a leucistic sparrow also. I didn't have that this morning, though. But this morning, I did some more research online, and I found this organization. I'm not going to remember the name. Let's see if I have my little notes here. Out of the UK. Dang, I don't remember the name of it. It's in the video. The name of the organization is in the video. But I emailed them because you can email them. I sent them pictures and whatnot, and told them what I thought the bird was. And in like 15 minutes, I got an email back. And they told me to go to this site called inaturalist.org. And so I did. I made an account. And yeah, it's a cool site. Hello, our grad. How are you? They're out of the UK. The main place is out of the UK. The iNaturalist, you can, hi, Tony. You can post interesting plants or animals from your backyard or whatever. It's a really cool site. So I put Little Miss Snow White, pictures of her up, and I've gotten 2 or 3 people who have replied, and they all think leucistic sparrow. But it's all in the video. I have not. Oh, have you melted, Jess? It's hot there, Jess. All the info's in the video. It'll premiere tomorrow at 5. And yeah, I think I did a good job. It's almost 6 minutes long. I've been saving every single video that I have of her, and she's still showing up. So what all's going on with everybody here? It was hot here today too, probably like 90, over 95 for sure. For sure. I'm so glad you guys are here. What's happening in everybody's world? 11 people. Who else is in here? 90% humidity. Ugh. If I step outside, I'm instantly wet. I was going to go to the lake, but there are a lot of people out there. Oh, yeah, too many people. Too many people, I bet you. Yeah, hot here today. It's darkening now. I thought it might rain, but I could be wrong. So what else is going on with everybody? I'm thirsty. I had to drink. That's Liz texting me. I don't know if she's gonna. I'm hoping she'll pop in. She'll come up and talk. Okay, she's going to jump in the shower, and then she'll probably be here. I just had a CT scan for my upcoming kidney surgery. Christina, what's going on with your kidneys? Would you like to share? I'm so sorry. Nothing, just talking to you and Liz. Yes, Boom. Yes, you are talking to me and Liz. How does fucking PA? I'm hugging my window AC. I'm glad you have a window AC, our grad. My HVAC is working a little bit of overtime today. I hope it's nothing too serious as well, Christina. Yes, everybody pray for Christina. Christina, if you'd like to, you can share what's going on. I hope it's nothing serious. Surgeries are scary, though. Nobody likes surgeries. How do I put up, check out stream, how do I put up, I forgot how I put up a link if anybody wants to come up. Widgets, media, banners, comments. Cancer mess to be removed soon. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Christina, I'm so sorry. Are you going to need to have chemo and radiation and all that? Ugh. I've had two, and I have no clue how people deal that have them all the time. Get addicted to surgery. Yes, Dave has. Yes, Dave is going to have. Dave's got to have a procedure. It's going to go fine, Dave. It's going to be good. I'm very sorry, Christina. Does anybody know how to? I figured it out last time, but I completely just don't remember how I. In present or invite? Share screen file. What is this? Share screen, image, video. What is this? Oh, here it is. Invite guests, copy. Okay. All right. I figured it out. Paste. All right, there. If anybody show. If anybody wants to no time for trash. How are you? Your bunny videos. Oh my goodness, melt my heart. People go to No Time's channel. He's got bunny videos up there. They're so cute. Cancer everywhere. Sheesh. What needed? No transplant needed. What am I missing? I'm missing. Christina, I'm sorry. I'll pray for you. You're having kidney transplant or because of this, or can they remove intact? And this was what Christina said. Asking was to keep me updated. Yes. Can't keep up with the comments. I don't know exactly what you mean. My sister is hypochondriac. I just know one time I will be real. It will be real. Hi, Corza. I know you can never sleep. I feel bad for you. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad you're here. We'll keep you company, Corza. Everybody say hi to Corza. He can't sleep. He's in the UK. You guys are listening. Anybody want to help me? Shuck some corn? I would shuck some corn. It's going to be delicious. Who doesn't like corn? Yes, good question, Jess. Corza, is it cooler there or is it still 107 Fahrenheit? I would definitely shuck corn because I enjoy eating corn. Corsair, tomorrow my little Miss Snow White bird video will drop around 5 o'clock my time in the US. And I think that's probably, I think you're 6 hours ahead, so 11 o'clock at night your time. It's cold there now. That's cool. Better cold than hot. I also feel like it's low-key her way of being able to stay on disability. She quit working before 50 and was entirely able-bodied. Oh, Dahlia. But new heat wave coming soon, apparently. Oh, bummer. I don't know what tomorrow is supposed to be like here today. I didn't look to see what the weather is like. I spent the whole day working on that video. Yes, Corsair, it would be nice if you slept. Same thing with my sis. I mean, she has chronic fatigue, and that's hard, but I've got way more health problems and do a ton more. She doesn't push herself either. It's tough when you have a chronic illness. I was diagnosed with scleroderma in 2011. So whatever age that put me at, I'm 65 now. I worked for Verizon as a direct assistance operator for 30 years. So I was able to retire because once I got sick, it was just too hard to work. So I understand that fatigue thing. I get it. It's rough. Of course, that's so good. I know you don't have AC. I was thinking about you. I slept good last night, so not a big deal. Good. I'm glad you slept, Gorza. It's bad when you can't sleep. Sleeping is a good thing. I enjoy sleep immensely. Sleeping is my favorite. What else is going on with everybody? 12 people here. I don't know if I know who all 12. Can I see? I have chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, major back problems, chronic migraines. Oh, migraines are bad. And take care of my mom. She does literally nothing. Oh, that's rough. It's rough when your parents get older. Both my parents are gone. Chesticles. But yeah, they both had illnesses. And I have two other sisters. And when things started getting, especially with my mom, when her health started getting really bad, because I was the only single sister, and I'm usually the one who steps up. I did a lot of helping with stuff for them. Corsa is sorry to hear that, Gesticles. Yeah, I didn't want to. My kids moved down here to South Carolina. My daughter first, and then my son. And then they both wanted me to move so that I would be closer with them. And I needed to anyway. The winters in New York were just too much for me. So I pulled a lump sum of money out of my 401k and bought a house down here in South Carolina and moved. I kind of wanted to wait a little bit longer. My father was in the nursing home at that time. He had Alzheimer's. And I kind of wanted to stick around for my mom, but she understood and really wanted me to move. I feel bad because she passed within the first year after I moved. Luckily, my mom is pretty able-bodied. I just don't understand why we haven't seen or heard from them in 3 years. Wow. Like, come on, that's your mom too. Oh, that's rough, Jessica. I'm sorry. Some people are just wired different. I could never just do nothing for very long. I got you, Dahlia. I hear you. This whole group seems very caring and selfless. That's nice. It's nice to be caring and selfless, although every now and then you have to be a little selfish and take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then you cannot take care of others. I have some back problems too. It sucks. I'm sorry, Corza. Liz has a lot of back problems too. I don't have back problems, but I can empathize with you guys because it's got to be rough having chronic pain. I'm lucky that I don't have chronic pain. So I get it. But I do have fatigue and I do have weird stuff that pops up every now and then. I've had the past more than a year now stomach issues and digestion issues and have lost a bunch of weight. Although over the past probably 4 months now, I've been able to hold my weight. I was just dropping weight, dropping weight, dropping weight. It was pretty scary. I was pretty frightened. But luckily, that has stopped and I'm able to eat a little bit more. So I, I can gain a little bit of weight and lose a little bit of weight, but I'm staying within my weight, so that's good. I had some surgeries after work accident 8 years ago. Took me a long time to recover. Yeah, back surgeries can be bad. Of course, the people don't realize how much a bad back affects everything you do. Liz knows, Jessica. You know that. You know that Liz knows. Liz is amazing. Liz is amazing. Was on strong pain pills for years and started to get off them last year. This year I started walking short distances with my new puppy. Good for you, Corza. And I'm glad that you managed to get or started to get off of pain meds because pain meds can be bad. Pain meds can be really, really bad. She is. I love her. I love her too, Jessica's. Liz is amazing. And walking really helped me. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's helping you, Corza, and I hope it continues to help you. Puppy is definitely a great motivator and friend. Yes. Everybody knows my doggo. I love my doggo. I'm glad you have her, Corza, or him. What is your dog's name, Corza? I've been walking a lot too. It makes me feel stronger. Walking is good. I had an addiction to pain pills many years ago after I had my back surgery. Yep, yep. That's how it happens. Roxy. Oh, Roxy, a nice name. Sweet. Roxy's a girl. What sort of a dog is she, Corza? My Zoe is a Boxer Beagle mix. I should change my profile picture to her. I wonder if I can do it right now. Hello, all you beautiful people. Hey, Rage. Your name does not suit you, Rage. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here, Rage. How are you? I'm at Roxy is real foxy. I like that name. We need all the details when it comes to pets. Yes, we do. Jack Russell Terrier, they are so cute. Oh, fun, Dahlia says. Yes, they are so cute. It's very easy to happen. I was always super careful because addiction runs in my family. I hear you, Jess. And I was on them 18 years. That's a long time. I'm glad I was so careful because where am I? Because we didn't want to prescribe them anymore. Yes, pain meds can be bad. Oh, I love them. I have a rat terrier named Jackie. No. My sister had a rat terrier for years and years and years. She called him Spanky. He got pretty old too. I don't know, I think he was like 14 or 15 when he finally passed. If you can walk, just keep trying to go a little further each time, and it really does help with back problems. Good advice, Kozer. Bert? Who's Bert? Who are you giving hearts to, Bert? Why do I not see you? Did I miss a Bert? Or you just know somebody's name is Bert? I built up slowly and now walk 4 to 6 kilometer hikes. That's fantastic. I don't know how far that is in miles, but it sounds pretty far, Korza. Of course, I do 8 to 12 miles a day. Wow, Justicles. 2 years ago, I could barely go around the block. Amazing, Justicles. That's so good. I think of Wishbone the dog. That's amazing, Justicles. Sounds too far for me. I hear you, Dave. I hear you. I should get up and move more during the day myself. Cody, rage is the Ernie to my Bert. Gotcha. The Ernie to my Bert. That's funny. 9 people. Who else is in here? If you haven't said hi, can you say something in chat so that we know who's here? Because I don't know how to look people. Nope. Doesn't tell me who. I don't know how to look to see who's in here. Same Corner, that's wonderful that you can go so far. It is wonderful that you can go so far. So you go together, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. I ate a couple of my grapes today, or was it today or yesterday? Today or yesterday. Tasted pretty good. I may have to harvest some and try to look up a jelly recipe, maybe, and try. Wish I could help, but I'm awful at this YouTube stuff. It's okay, no time. I'm learning too. This is only my 3rd time using StreamYard. Me too, Jess. I got an app that tracks my distance and route and time, calories burned, etc. That's good. It helps keeps you motivated knowing how far you're going. Just always remember when you're walking outside, especially, that don't go too far because you have to turn around and come back. If you go too far and you're tired, then you're like, oh crap, now I got to walk all that way back. You probably already know that. I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know. Where's it? Yes, that's what I got every time. I'm like, I could do another 500 steps. I'm glad I did because I walked 13 miles in Manhattan. That's fantastic, Jessicas. Rach, weren't you going musky fishing yesterday or something like that? It sounds like fun. Do you do any canning, Jamie? I do not know time. I should probably research and see. My grapevine has a ton of grapes on it now. And, each year, it's a lot more than last year. It's about, I planted it like 4 years ago. But if it keeps going like this, it's going to be an explosion of grapes over time. So I should figure something to do with them. Yeah, I have to go all uphill to go home. And every time I'm like, oops, where am I? Why do I do this to myself? Exactly, Jessica. You got to remember, you got to walk home. It's a hard walk. That's what I'm saying in no time. It's a hard walk in New York. Yeah, I can jam, jelly, salsa, and tomatoes. Nice. Maybe you can send me a recipe for like grape jam or jelly. I should do something with them instead of just letting them just rot on the vine. I took a bunch and I set it on, you'll see I posted a little short this morning on the rock wall with a bunch of seeds that I picked up off the ground for the squirrels. And one squirrel came down this morning and picked up the bunch of grapes and was munching on one of the grapes. So I was happy about that. I'm lucky to live in the countryside with good trails through forests right next to my house. That's nice, Corza. Oh, I'm way behind. And quiet roads. That's good. Grapes are easy to camp. I like raspberries too. Jen, I was with Mike and Em, and we went freaking all over. You saw Mike and Em? You met Mike and Em? Nice. Thank you, Jessica. I'll look forward to that. I need a can again this year. I need to can again this year. Best canned jelly I ever had was pomegranate jelly. That was probably delicious. I'm going to try peaches and green beans this year. I love green beans. Hey, now I'm going to Google a recipe for that. Hi, G. Hey, guys. Hey, Jamie. G, I'm so glad you're here. Is that how you say that? Is that how you want that said? G? J? G? Oh, that's awesome, Jess. That must have been so much fun. Did Em have a blast too? I hope so. Em and Mike seem like the coolest people. We did. I also got to hang out with Man Bun Jesus, Katie O'Donuts, and D Mosk. It was absolutely the very best time. I'm glad you got to meet all them. David Pomegranate never did that, but it was amazing. I'm growing lots of green beans. I love them. Nice, Corzer. I used to do vegetable garden when I lived in New York, and it was fine. I did pretty good with it. And then moving down here to South Carolina, it's so hot and the sun is so strong. I just have not been able to master vegetable gardening. I even got myself some shade fabric so that things wouldn't burn, but still the same. The sun is just crazy strong, and it gets so hot here. I have 3 different types of French beans, yellow, green, and purple. Purple? I've never seen a purple green bean or a purple bean. The purple ones turn green when they're cooked. Interesting. Do they taste the same, Corzer? Or are they like sweeter than regular green beans? I love green beans too, Jess. I'm so glad you got to do that and hang out with everyone. That's real team building stuff, fun stuff. Good for you guys. Yes, I agree. I'm so bad at trying to grow a garden. At the last time I planted tomatoes, I couldn't even get a tomato to grow. The bush was about 5 feet round, and there wasn't one tomato on it. That's weird, Dave. The issue here, I've grown tomatoes, but the damn hookworms here are like bad. And you don't see them. By the time you know that there's a hookworm, half the plant is gone. They taste the same, I guess. Interesting. We went to Grand Central, Central Park, Natural History Museum. Wow. Public library, because I'm a nerd. I ate and played pool. That sounds like so much fun, Jess. We're getting up to 103 for 2 days this week. There will be a lot of slinging water around for these creatures. Yes, make sure your animals have enough water. That's pretty hot. No time. What state do you live in? Do you mind saying? Are you sure it was a tomato plant? Yes, Jess, that's a good question. I'm assuming to Dave, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm a nerd too, and we play pool too. Easy fun time. I'm glad you were able to meet them. Mike said that he's going to be doing an East Coast trip down to Florida. So I don't know. We'll see if he has any in South Carolina. It'll be interesting. I'll be watching. I put water out for the critters here. We aren't supposed to, but I'm a bleeding heart. No, it's good to put water out. Why you're not supposed to? New Hampshire, you can call me Jen, or Trash. I'll call you Jen then. I'll stop calling you No Time for Trash. Yes, I took the train from Pennsylvania to D.C. one time and I got lost in that underground maze. Yeah, I would not do that myself, Dave. I'd be too scared. I would be too scared. Academic coming to Chicago, and I'm going to meet them for that. I can't wait. That's like an hour for me. My daughter went to Chicago years ago. They went to some music festival. Is there like a... You're welcome, Jen. It was like a Coachella sort of thing. Do they do that in Chicago anymore? I'm not supposed to because it's an apartment building and they don't really want raccoons, possums, and other critters hanging out. But too bad. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Jess. I hear you. I hear you. Any of those are better than rats, that's for sure. I can tell you that. I had the rats in my backyard because of when I put out a few months after putting out the bird feeder camera, a mama rat decided, because of the food and the water and whatnot, to hang out in my backyard and have babies. And I had to evict them. And now I bring my bird feeders in at night. So no nighttime critters can munch on the bird seed. Jen, yes, exactly. They already love the dumpsters, so I figured water isn't going to hurt. I agree, Jess. They're in the dumpsters, they might as well have water. They hate the smell of them if they die from the heat, so you're doing them a favor. That's true, Jen. There's nothing that smells worse than a rotting animal. Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm out of the shower. Okay, Liz. I think the link is still sitting there. So if you'd like to come join me, Liz, and help me yak at the peoples, that'd be cool. Me and Roxy went fishing Saturday at the coast. On the way home, we saw a beautiful pine marten. Nice, Corser. My daughter over at her new house, her latest, she has lots of, where she lives is, the neighborhood is, the houses are a little more spaced out. Each house has a little bit more land. And it used to be, years and years and years ago, it was a golf course that somebody bought and then put houses. So there's still a lot of wooded areas with large trees and whatnot. And she's been watching Mississippi kites. Beautiful birds, apparently. She watched a Mississippi kite chasing around a bald eagle the other day in the sky. I moved a family of mice. My mom wanted me to unalive them. I said, no, I'll take them to the park. That was nice of you, Jess. If it was me, I would have been with your mom. Hate to say it. Not those sort of rodents. I'm not a fan of those sort of rodents. I slowed the car down and he was standing there looking at us really close. That's interesting, Corser. Not it is, Jess says. Of course, I have to Google it and look for what it is. That's the link if you want to join. Thank you, Corser. Thank you for putting a link in. Oh, it's a weasel. They're so cute. Yes, just like a weasel. Okay. Oh, yes, okay. I thought it was a bird at first, but now you're right. Now I know what you're talking about. It was red, black, and white, beautiful markings. There's Miss Liz. Hello, Miss Liz.
Hello, Miss Jamie.
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I spent the
Good,
whole day
good, good.
working. Spent the whole day working on Little Miss Snow White video. I'm proud of myself.
Oh my goodness.
It's
I
going to be,
haven't seen it.
it's not. It's going to premiere tomorrow at 5.
Oh my God, you're premiering shit. Oh my goodness, look out.
Yeah.
Look out, Jamie's premiering stuff. This is serious.
And then I will be in the chat for the premiere at 5, and then I'll
Oh,
probably do a live stream afterwards. It's pretty long. It's like almost 6 minutes long. I had like 8 minutes of video of her, and I thought that's way too long. But I managed to do a lot of talking, so I can't remember because I erased the name of the organization, but it's in the video. I was looking for other because I didn't hear back from either until this evening. I heard back from Cornell, and
uh-huh.
I posted the email that I got.
Oh, so you have some bird facts for us.
Yes, so the
Holy
email
cow.
from Cornell agrees that it's a leucistic sparrow. So that was interesting. So I was looking for other places too, and I found this place in the UK, and man, I can't remember. They told me I emailed them because you can email them. It's in the video. God, I erased everything. I erased all my notes. I'm such a dingbat. But they told me to go to inaturalist.org. It's a site where you create an account and you can post pictures of like interesting animals and plants in your area. So this organization out of the UK goes there and looks, and their scientists and whatnot, I guess, look at the
Other
stuff that people post, and they will give you
interesting.
insight and information on the unique stuff that you post. And it's a really
So,
cool site. So I posted pictures of Little Miss Snow White on that
mhm.
iNaturalist. My name is Jamie SC there, like everywhere else. And I had a couple of people comment on my pictures, and they both say leucistic sparrow, which is interesting. But the
That's
site is,
cool.
yes, the site is really cool because people have like tons and tons of pictures of interesting animals and bugs and plants. And so yeah, I'm going to be spending a lot of time there for sure
So
because
what's it called? It's Cornell.
this is no, that's Cornell was I
Oh,
got an email from them. This site is called inaturalist.org.
okay.
inaturalist.org. And it's really easy to make an account. And then you could post pictures and stuff of your observations.
Interesting.
I know what I can do. I'm going to look at my history on my web browser to find. Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. It was a different name.
If they're far enough away, I'll leave them, but they come in and eat eggs and chicks, so they have to leave
Yes,
forever. Their
you
time
reach
for
out
trash.
while I try to figure out the name of that agency that
So how's everybody doing today? Anything exciting happening? All the drama on locals with Rosentroll, trying to figure out what the hell
Yeah,
is going on with this crazy dude.
what is the deal with Rosentroll?
I don't
I've seen the
know.
name, but I've never really.
He should be so
Mhm.
funny.
Yeah, I have never
He's
seen him really say anything. I don't know, weird or.
he's gotten a little crazy. No, he started threatening to dox the decoys. So
Oh no!
yeah. So I don't know. He's pissed off because his posts are getting deleted, and I mean I get that. I think it all started with Brandon, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't keep up with all the drama in locals. But I mean he used to be funny, but I have noticed a shift in his he's been a little more passive aggressive the last 6 months, so I don't
Right.
know what is up with him. I
Why
thought
would he?
maybe it's pussy liquor in a different an alt, account, but I don't know. I think he's wittier than that. But
Be?
I have you guys want to hear what I did? This is how dumb I am. So
Yes,
our washer is like dancing right now. It's
it is
we have a
compatible.
problem. So we need to get a new washer, but it's like, it's rocking out all over. It's I don't know what's wrong. We changed the suspension rods, and that seemed to make it worse. But It's so I'm like, okay, I have to wash a couple of rugs. So it started to, jump around. So I jumped on it and like held up my, like with my, like I jumped on the front of it and like just held my body weight up.
Yeah.
And every time it started to spin, I would do that. And so when I got done, I'm like, I have like this huge knot in my neck. So for those of you, most of you know, I've got a effed up spine with, it's all fused from C3 to S1. So I have to be careful, which I'm not. And so I was like, oh, I had the worst migraines started hitting my neck on the right side. I was like, no. And I was
No,
like, what happened? And then I was thinking, oh, I know what I did. What an idiot.
you should not
But
have
I
done
did.
that
I know
one.
I shouldn't have done it, but I did get the rugs washed. It did not, dance out of the room. But
You are a crazy woman. You are.
at the risk of my own health, it was not real smart.
All right, so I found it. So it's called the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds in the UK. They were the ones I believe that I heard back from. I sent them an email, and it like
Professional bird watchers.
and like 15 minutes later, I
Thank
got
you,
a
babe, for shucking the corn.
I got a email back from them or a message.
Oh,
Was it an email or a message?
that's pretty
Well, that's
cool.
stupid. I can go into my email and read the email. Let's do that. Oh, that was from Red List. That's what it is. Okay. They had this no, this was from IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. That's what it was. And they're also out of the UK. That's who I emailed because they have this thing called a Red List, which is where you can submit questions and information and stuff about rare species or endangered species and plants and that sort of stuff, and they keep track of them and whatnot. So so I
Interesting.
sent pictures of a little Miss Snow White, and told them where I lived and sent pictures and told them what I thought, and they emailed me back, and this is what they said. I put it's in the video too. They said, "Dear Jamie, thank you for your email. This would be a great sighting to submit to iNaturalist.org. I don't know if you are familiar with it, but it's an app and website where you can submit wildlife sightings like this one. The sightings can then be validated by experts and may be used for scientific research. We don't currently have a system to process and archive individual sightings like yours. Therefore, submitting them to iNaturalist is actually the best way of making sure the Red List assessors and other experts know about it and of getting the identity of the species confirmed. iNaturalist is also great because you can see what other interesting wildlife people have found in your area. Best regards, Marta."
That
I was
is
like,
pretty
"Wow."
interesting.
Yeah.
So
I
like
was like,
in your own area, that's kind of cool.
yeah. So the people there on iNaturalist are all over because this Red List, this organization, ICUN, International Union for Conservation of Nature, is based out of the UK. And I thought, when I found it online, I thought, oh, what the hell? I'll just send an email because, you know, I'll try. And
Hmm.
yeah, I was amazed. I
That's pretty
still am
cool.
amazed. I feel special and important now. I feel like, ooh,
Yeah.
I could be
I mean, that's
changing.
pretty quick, response
It
too.
was, it was. And then once I got everything done and the video was uploaded, and just before I went live here, I got a reply from Cornell, and that's posted in a
Isn't that
comment.
interesting? There is like people for everyone. I mean, like whatever you're into,
Yeah,
bird watching, critter watching.
that's why I
Jess is
sent
gonna
you
go
like,
to a sex store tomorrow. It's all out
yes,
there.
is she?
Yeah.
You are jealous?
Yeah, she's taking requests.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm working on a list, Jess. I'll get it to you tonight.
Oh, Erica is here.
Colors,
Hello,
everything.
Erica. I missed you, Erica. I missed your comment. I'm sorry. I was trying to search for that organization that I found. I was looking through my history of my online stuff. How are you, Erica? I
I
am
know
good.
Jamie is important. She is
I'm
special.
starting to feel special and important. Got lots of videos on my YouTube is growing. That makes me happy. The more lives I do, the better things go, it seems. I'm really pleased with this video. I feel like it's a good one. I feel like it's a good one.
That's
I
cool.
feel like I did a good job. So we'll see what everybody thinks. Here too, I'm looking forward.
When
I'm
is it
looking forward
premiering?
tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Thank you, Corza. I'm so happy to have new subs.
3 p.m. my time.
You're not Erica? Who are you then? It says
You keep
Erica.
calling me
Eric.
Eric.
Oh, it's
Is Eric
Eric. Oh, it's
Eric
Eric. I'm sorry.
Riddell.
Eric Riddell. Sorry.
The nerve of
All
you.
right. I'm sorry. How about I just keep calling you Erica? What the hell? Matt, morning after. You are new here. First time I'm seeing you. Please sub to my channel because I know you're kind of a bigwig. Bring your friends. Bring your friends.
Wait, who's Matt Morning? Matt, the
Matt the
Morning
morning
Star.
after.
Morning
Matt the
After.
morning after. He does like CPP commentary and stuff like that.
Oh,
Right,
I haven't.
Matt?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I haven't heard of this big wig before.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've watched your stuff, Matt. Bring your friends, bring your family. I've been sub. You have? You've been sub for a long time? See, I can't tell who's sub. I can't get a list of my subs. Thank you for being subbed for a long time. Yeah, fine. You can keep calling me Erica. Okay. I probably will. Can I call you James? Yes, you can call me James. That is something that as I was growing up, my friends would call me James. Jamie, James.
Actually, I thought Jamie was. I thought Jamie was James,
James.
or yes, I
Yeah.
thought you were a male for the longest time, and then I'm like,
So
okay,
did
she's. Wait a minute, all
so
these
did Alex.
lovey-dovey welcome posts are a little too cutesy for a guy,
In the
but
early days of
who knows?
clipping for Alex and Pablo, like I would be saying stuff in chat, and Pablo would be like James. They were both like James. They didn't realize in the very beginning until in the early days of clipping, they thought I was a guy. Hi, Susan. Good to see you.
Hi, Susan.
11 people are here. So yeah, so I'm super excited about this bird. She was here again today. So, and on the one live that I was doing when I was sitting out there was a sparrow that landed in the yard. And so I was showing you guys the sparrow in the yard. And the sparrow got scared and flew up. And I was moving the camera. And as I was doing that, out of the corner of my eye, I saw little Miss Snow White, who was coming from the crepe myrtle tree down and either was going to head into the yard with the other sparrow or go to the feeder. But when the sparrow on the ground flew up and headed towards the crepe myrtle tree, in mid-flight, little Miss Snow White turned and went into the tree with the other sparrow. And this morning, I saw a sparrow on the rock wall and a little ways away, and it was just foraging, hopping around, eating seeds on the wall and stuff. And a little ways away, there was little Miss Snow White on the wall, just a little ways away, foraging and stuff. And when the sparrow flew up to go to the crepe myrtle, she did the same and followed. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping that they're a mated couple and that they're nested nearby. I haven't seen her. The only time she was with another bird in the feeder, there was a wren who was in the bird camera feeder, and she was in the other feeder that I have hanging close to it in the view of the camera. So she was in the other feeder, but I have not seen her in the feeder with other sparrows. But now twice I've seen her with another sparrow on the ground. So that's
So she's a rare type of sparrow, though, right?
Yeah, leucistic. It's a genetic anomaly. It's called leucism. Do you
So,
know
like, she's an
what
albino.
albinos are different? Albinos have like no pigmentation at all. Leucism, they still have some like in the beak and like in their legs and feet. So they just have less pigmentation. They don't have none. That's why you can see some of her markings on her back and head. Do you know it's a she. I do not know that it's a she, Corza, because sparrows don't. You can't. You can't really tell. Like the males, I guess, will have will be a little bit brighter colored, but basically they're the same size and the same coloration. So I don't know, but I'm saying it's a she because she's Snow White. So
Oh my God, you might be misidentifying her.
I might be. I'm sure she won't mind.
You just have to
Well, if
grab
she's
them
a
and
girl
lift
or a
up their
boy?
tail feathers, Jamie. That's all you got to do.
Oh, maybe I don't know. But I did try to look up with
Just kidding.
leucism. I did try to look up with leucism if more females than males have it, but it doesn't. It doesn't. You can get them with no markings too, but really rare. Yes, Corza. Yes, exactly. You can. But by
No
someone had
marking.
said it. Someone in YouTube had said it because like her beak has some color. It's pink, but it still has color, and her legs have color. So, and Cornell said agrees that it's a leucistic sparrow. So, and they're the bird people. So, uh,
Interesting.
she said I was right. So there you go. Can I have some, please? I'll give you some of my beer. What do you want, Eric? Birds have been building nests in my banana shrubs in the greenhouse. They had 4 eggs. Apparently, only 2 were viable and hatched, but they moved on once the babies were born. That's cool. Do you know what kind of birds they were? You should post a video on your YouTube, Matt. If you watch the playlist of the Cardinals, you will see a stray cat go into my tree and steal one of the babies. They moved on as well because they lost one of their babies. One baby made it though. It was a very upsetting.
Hmm.
It was a very
All right.
upsetting evening because I heard. So I was sitting here and it was just starting to get dark, and I could hear the Cardinals were like going nuts in the yard. And I was like, "What are they doing?" So I went outside and I started recording with my phone. And I could hear in the tree, I could hear like the chirp, 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 crazy chirping. And the mother and the father were like flying around on the fence and whatnot and chirp, chirp, chirping. And so I checked that was when my Nest Cam was still working and it faced the tree. So I went
Mhm.
and checked the Nest Cam footage. And sure enough, a black cat climbed onto the fence into the tree and you could hear the birds freaking out and comes out of the tree with something in its mouth. It was one of the smaller
Ugh.
babies. Yeah, it was
Well,
very.
it's it's their natural instinct.
Hello, the desert fox. I'm glad you're here. Your
The
name looks
Hi, Desert
beautiful.
Fox.
Where did you come from? Did they come
She
from
came. He came from
locals?
locals.
Hi from locals. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. It's 2026. You can misgender birds. You'll get canceled. I hope I don't get canceled. Well, nobody else. If somebody can tell me if she's a she or a he, for sure, let me know. Just as I'm drinking Trooper beer. Trooper beer. I've never heard of it. It's Iron Maiden's own brand of beer. Interesting. Is it good?
Oh my gosh, Corzer. That's crazy.
I have a cat that was lost.
Male calicos are very rare.
Took me
Are you sure it's
2 years.
not a tortoiseshell?
Wow. 3,000 calico on now. Nice. I would like to see a picture if you have a picture of that cat. I bet you it was beautiful. I bet you it was gorgeous. Not as
I'm
gorgeous as
constantly
White.
constantly rescuing lizards from the
From her cat.
outside. Oh, it's terrible.
Thank goodness anoles don't have a good scent because otherwise Zoe would be on them all the time. That's the only reason why she doesn't catch them that often is because she has to go by sight. 1 in 3,000.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know. I didn't. I thought they were all females.
Leucism in birds is 1 in 30,000. I learned that today. Today I identify as a slug. Okay, Susan, you can.
Susan, me too.
Erica, I've never had it so good trade. Okay. I've never heard of it either, Jess. But I'm not, I'm okay with a good beer every now and then. Yeah, he's cute. I will try to post photo tomorrow if you want to see him. Yes, please, Corser. We all want to see the pretty cat.
Mm-hmm.
We all like to see people's pets.
Come
It's
on, though.
Of course, I have a solid orange barn cat that I didn't get fixed over winter because I was 100% it was a male. Then this spring, Georgie had 4 kittens.
Oh my goodness.
There you go, surprise. I was told it was most likely a female, so I was calling him a she and gave him a girl's name the first year I was feeding him. Oh, you're kidding, Jess. Okay. Jamie, how have you been feeling lately? I've been feeling pretty good. Desert Fox. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. It was really hot today, so I just kind of stayed in, which was fine because I spent all day working on the video and finally got it done. I've been kind of putting it off a little bit, but I have so many videos.
Oh God, now I gotta go in the house. Lily, knock it out.
Dahlia, I had an orange female named Paige. That's a cute name for a kitty cat or a dog. Very cute name for an animal.
We have too many cats, let me tell you.
Ginger female cats are rare too. I don't know a lot about cats. I swear Jess is
Female
still.
cats are usually a little bitchy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Females of any sort probably are
Yeah. If they get it naturally.
at different times are a little bit.
Yeah.
So what? So do you want to talk about the washer situation? Have you? What is it tomorrow? That person is coming.
Oh, tomorrow, yes, we have somebody coming to take a look at it. And then if not, we well, actually the guy coming tomorrow to look at it has one that he's willing to sell for like 200. So it's an LG, it's a few years old, it's a pretty decent washer.
Yeah, it sounds like a good
So we'll
deal. LG.
probably have to, you know, because
LG's
I'm
not
getting
bad.
tired of this. We have laundry piled up for
Yeah, and you keep fixing it. What's
weeks. I
this is like
know.
fix number 3, 4, what? It's been
Yep.
so.
Yep.
I
It's a
think
good
it's
old whirlpool, but still, I think it's, and then this time the tub got stuck.
oh,
So yesterday it was really rocking out. And we're like, okay, that doesn't sound good. So when we
yeah.
looked
You
at
have to
it,
stop. Yeah, you're lucky. Like the hose didn't come loose and
yeah.
water spraying all over the.
Oh my God. Oh, thank oh Lord, that didn't happen. Come
Yeah.
on, Lily, let's go. So yeah, it kind of tore up the tub, like the plastic. So I was like, oh shit, that's not
Yeah,
good.
that's crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, when they start moving like that, I mean, you just think, oh, I'll just jump on it, but it's like, God, they're really strong.
Yeah.
So you put your hand between that and the dryer, and I did that a couple times. I was like, "Ugh."
Oh, yeah,
So yeah,
you're a crazy woman.
just so frustrating. You think, God bless it. What else?
Oh, I hear
Um,
you.
I, but you don't want to say that because, yeah, you never know.
It's
What
true.
else could go wrong?
But that LG sounds like a good deal. 200. LG's a good brand.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does. It does sound like a decent price. And
Where'd you
he
find
said
them?
he'll take this one. Just on the neighborhood apps where I find
Oh,
that's where I
sweet.
find all weird people. Yeah, I just put my information out there. Like,
Oh, well,
yeah. I mean, I do it all the time. I found the guy to trim the trees, the palm trees, but normally you can really find some really good deals or help in the
yeah.
neighborhood. But it's pretty good. It's a pretty good app. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's good.
Yeah, I
She's
wouldn't do it in like if I lived in LA or something, but she doesn't see all my posts. I just saw your posts. She doesn't see all my posts. What are you
She still
posting?
sees it. She still sees it. She's
I
watching
wasn't
you,
I
babe.
wasn't paying attention. I don't pay attention to chat half the time. Because right now I'm cooking dinner where I'm cooking some corn and I just shredded up some chicken in the crock pot with some green enchilada sauce and sour cream and ranch and all that good stuff.
That sounds yummy, scrumptious.
Yeah,
I
it
love
is
the ranch.
yummy. Except Matt and Dave are like, oh, chicken again. Damn, chicken again. That's
They would,
right.
they would not survive in my house right now because I really don't eat that much, and this is really not. I had a bagel today. I was like, I'll have a bagel.
I'm on this weird kick of like for the last few months, I will eat Triscuits and crumbled cheese like for a snack, like that's like my lunch. Sometimes my breakfast and lunch. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. I never eaten
Sounds
crumbled cheese in my life,
sounds good.
but it's like, yeah, it's kind of like and then I have to have my fruit every day, which is sometimes kind of bad because right now it's nectarine season and I can eat like 5 in one day,
Oof, yeah.
which can be a problem.
I just have frozen. I have some frozen strawberries, and I have frozen blueberries for Zoe. So I
Oh,
don't
I
usually
love
buy.
my fruit.
I usually
I
buy
got whatever's
apples.
seasonal,
I
you
usually
know.
buy. I have a few apples usually when I go shopping because she likes apples. I like apples, so I like dice up apple. I don't really, yeah. Food anymore for me is just like I eat to live. So
Jess
it's
has
not
already got
even
her meals planned out. Dang, girl.
good for you.
Baby brie cheese with, oh, that sounds good too.
Cherry jam, yum. That sounds good.
And then I'm on this kick with tomatoes. And, well, our neighbor has homegrown tomatoes. So he brings me a
Mm,
few.
yeah,
And I'm the only one that'll eat them. So tomatoes, cottage cheese, and ranch. I like ranch and everything.
yeah.
So, and a little bit
Homegrown
of
tomatoes.
salsa.
Homegrown tomatoes. I could just
The
slice them up and
best.
just mayo on some bread, some white bread,
Oh,
tomato sandwich,
heck
some
yeah.
salt, some pepper. There you go. Yum e.
Yep. I'll just eat them like just like an apple.
Yep. I had watermelon, pineapple, strawberries, plum, and nectarine for lunch. Mmm.
Oh, that sounds so good. I love pineapples.
Pineapple is delicious.
And I went and picked up some strawberries from the little strawberry stand down here, the fruit stand. Last year they were the best. I mean, I would like before I got home, I would eat a whole basket.
Hmm.
But they were so freaking good. This year, they're not good at all. I don't know what happened. I
Wow.
have no clue. It's the
Was it
same
a
people,
was it a weird
same
spring? Do they grow them
I
locally?
don't know. Yeah, they're grown. Yeah, they have their own little plot of land right there. It's
Huh.
weird.
I
Yeah, it's
haven't eaten a
very
lot of kimchi.
strange.
Kimchi is it's a little too kimchi is a little too much. I tried eating kimchi for a little bit because I know it's supposed to be really good for your yes, for your stomach. Your yes, yes, yes. Started having a
I love
sweet
kombucha
day.
in the
Feel much better.
little kombucha drinks.
Yeah, the
I think
kimchi
those are.
was a little too much for me, but that's why I tried it for the same reason because I have digestion issues and stuff.
Mhm.
It does not last in my house. Poor veggies, my boys demolished them. That's good that your boys eat fruits and vegetables. It's a very good
Is
thing.
it just? It has been. I don't know. Here it hasn't been bad because it wasn't too hot. We've had a decent amount of rain in the valley, and most of our fruit is local. So, it's normally pretty good. But I think maybe it's a lack of, I don't know, whatever fertilizer they use. Maybe they didn't water enough, but it was just weird. They look good, but they don't have the sugar. It's very
Yeah,
bizarre.
that is weird.
And their cantaloupes weren't as good either. So I
Huh.
don't know what they did.
It could be maybe the winter was too cold or not cold enough, and the spring maybe it got warm too quick in the spring. Because
Maybe.
last season nothing here. I mean, things bloomed and flowered, but not as soon and not as full as the year before. And I think that was because it went from the winter cold, and then when spring came, it was like immediately summer hot. So it wasn't a
Hmm.
long enough gradual graduation into the summer heat, and it affected. And that's where there's a video on my channel of when I first put out the hummingbird feeders. I had there was a bee that was eating from the hummingbird feeder, and it kept coming back to eat from the hummingbird feeder because there was no flowers around, and I'd never seen that
Oh,
before. So there's a video of
interesting.
a bee with its little face shoved down into the hummingbird feeder.
Oh, cute. You know what? I
Yeah,
should go take some video of these bees that are out in the tree, out in our tree out in the front. They
you
are
see-
everywhere. I'll take a video and I'll send it to you, Jamie. You can post it.
yes.
Yeah, what about your video that you posted about Chud? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Chud's little
Oh yeah,
girly friend?
yeah. Chud's girly friend.
What do you guys think
Yeah.
about that?
Oh
I think that is
man.
hilarious.
Yeah, me too. I watched a couple of other ones. A
We
couple of other
yeah, we
people.
are loving that.
Oh Chud. Oh Chud. Oh Chud.
Chud is such a chud.
Yep, he is such a chud. He's gonna enjoy himself in prison, I think.
Absolutely. He's a pretty little girl.
He is very pretty.
Pretty little girl.
See,
I'm
you
gonna ride
just
that
don't
little
know.
sash.
Girl is a stretch. That's
Yeah.
true, Best. That's true. But you know, he's the one. She read that text that he sent to his baby mama, saying that
God.
women,
Weirdo.
women are manly, women are not feminine. Makes men
Goodness.
want to do it with a femboy because they're more feminine than their girlfriends. I was like, oof,
This
oof.
chat is so respectful. Yes.
Local to the lunatic asylum. It can be. It can be.
Yes. You are
It's
correct.
not as bad as Kick can get. Kick can get crazy, crazy. Everybody is too nice here to be rude. It's true, Eric, and I like it that
Well,
way.
there's no reason to be rude. I mean, that's my whole beef with Chud. It's like, uh, why do you have to be an asshole to people?
Yeah, there's
What's
no
the
reason.
reason?
There's no reason.
Absolutely no reason. Let's just show. I don't
Who's
care if you
oh
don't like certain people. I mean, I know it's all for content, but it's just ridiculous. Why not be respectful to everyone, and smile and, everyone, boost their.
yes? Do we want to ruin Cors's? Cors's such a nice person from the UK. Do we want
Who's,
to ruin?
oh,
Do
God.
we want to? He doesn't know who
No.
Chud is.
Of course, you really don't need to know.
Corsa, if you really
It's not even worth your time,
it's
honestly. It
not worth
is.
it, but if you really want to know, just look up Chud the Builder on YouTube and you will come
Yeah.
up with tons of stuff and then you will know, you will understand. He is
Yes.
not he is not a good person. Yeah, there's no reason for the
Yeah.
things that he was doing. He was just provoking people just to provoke people and to make a bunch of money. To make
Yeah.
a
I
bunch
mean,
of money.
it was working for him. I mean,
Yes, it was.
it was paying. At what cost, I don't know. He has kids, which is, my main beef with the whole
Yep,
thing. You want to ruin your own life, fine, but when you have children,
that's
you just
right.
don't do shit like that.
There you
It's
go. Corza knows
ridiculous.
him. Corza. Oh, I heard about that dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody has heard about that dude now. And that dude is
Yeah.
gonna be doing some serious time in prison.
And Alex's whole connection with that is his belief in free speech.
Yep.
He's oh God, he's a free speech absolutist.
Yep.
And that's the hill he wants to die on.
Yeah. It's
And
a
so
hell of a
Chud's
hill.
latest, all the shit coming out on him is just, I
I'm
the
pretty sure.
quicker that he could distance himself from Chud, the better, the happier it would make me.
Yeah. Pretty sure Alex did not see what was coming. He did not expect
Nope.
what came out at all.
No.
He was like, oh no. Oh no.
I know it would be like the crying game. Like I said, you'd be in the bathroom going, "Blah, blah."
Somebody actually procreated with him. I know, right? I know, right, Eric? Well, how that? Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. He will grow up someday, hopefully, before he has kids. I'm with you, Jess. Kids will change him.
Change. Yes, kids will
Kids will
change
change
him.
him.
I
'Cause
don't
he has
think he's
kids.
going to change until he has kids. And
Yeah.
then it's going to be like, okay,
Yeah.
let's hope anyway. Going to
Yeah.
have a whole new perspective on life. And
Yeah.
yep.
I like free speech, but people take it too far. Corza, yes. There's no reason to be, I don't know, there's no reason to be over the top. There's no reason to be mean and hateful. There's just no reason for it. I mean,
Yeah.
I have always said and will say, and I, for myself, I feel like words have only the power over you that you allow them to have. So if somebody says something mean or hurtful, you can choose to just not let it hurt you, and not, you can choose to just not address it and ignore it, and not, you have control over your, how you feel, basically, is what I'm saying. So
Yep.
that's what I subscribe to. But there is no reason to
Yeah,
use
it's
those
a
words.
lot easier to be kind to people.
Right.
It
Right.
really is. There's just so, I think the whole online, I don't know, what do you guys think in chat? I think the whole online, the streamer, this time we're living in with these live streamers has changed how people interact and treat people, because they feel like they can say whatever they want online or even out in the public, pranking and things like that. It's just, you're not thinking about the carnage you leave behind
Right.
sometimes,
That's
you
basically
know?
what Just said.
And
Just said.
I just think it just makes you a kind of a shit human.
Yep. Just said free speech doesn't mean free from consequence. Very true.
Absolutely not.
Yep. Yeah, that's why
Absolutely
I
not.
don't get mad when people calls me a
And people
well, not
call you what?
dirty, a dirty K word.
Oh, a dirty
We'll
K
see.
word. Oh,
But
I
we'll see.
do. I'd be like, when he called me that, I'd be like, bitch, you say that to my face.
People are big bad behind the keyboard. They are. They are
I
just.
know they are. I can't stand that. Yeah, that did piss me off.
I
I got
know.
you,
Yeah.
babe.
Just. I got a death threat for banning someone on Kick. Yep. Yep. They can be. People can. Yes. People can be very, very.
Yep.
Somebody, that Baba Booey person, messaged me. I think he came into one of my lives under whatever his name is here, or maybe it was on Locals. I don't know. And was like, "Oh, can you un?" I had him muted on to me on Kick. Can you unban me? Because, and I was like, "All right," but obviously you were mean to me at some point, and for me to mute somebody, it was something that was bothering me. So I don't know what it was. I'm like, if you promise not to be mean to me, otherwise I'll mute you again. So,
Oh, I know that's Turbo.
yep.
Turbo, whatever. Yeah, he's like a straight up member of the KKK. I think he is
So we'll
like
see.
he is definitely he's a little on the racist side for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually, like the last couple of people that I muted there, it was because was putting up my YouTube channel, and I got major hate from a couple of people that were like, "Oh, does Alex know you're doing that?" And rah, 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 and you shouldn't be, you're
Yeah.
pushing your channel, and rah, rah. And I let it get to me, so I was like, I'm just gonna mute because, yeah.
Yeah.
At the
It
beginning,
was
I did
the
say to a couple
Turbo.
of people, I'm like, yeah, he knows. I asked him. He said I could do it. He knows I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. Alex, we're putting our cash apps up. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we're do this for the. It's a
And
lot of work.
there was a time or two I let people know that, hello, he's not paying. He's not. I'm doing this pro bono, man. I'm not getting paid
Mm-hmm.
for it. So
Jess, it's a Turbo something. Turbo Goat or something like that.
we
He's
don't.
I think he's a carpenter. I think he does like he builds things. So he'll post some of the stuff that he's working on. I think a lot of people have him blocked because he's the one that will post pictures of that crosses the line, I think, that really offend a lot of people, which I get,
Yeah.
of certain things in chat on
We're,
locals and just way over the line with,
yeah.
not like
Corza is
not.
asking why we go on Kick, because it's a game. It's like a streaming app. So Corza, most of us here follow this um, YouTuber.
This
What was
ginger,
that other?
this giant ginger dude.
He does predator catching. So he has adults who go online posing as children, and people message them, and they get sexual, and he goes and catches them, and they get arrested. A lot of them get arrested, and a lot of them do time. So he streams on Kick because it's a really good streaming platform. So most of us, that's what we're talking about, and that's what we go to Kick for. I used to watch some streamers who moved to Kick, like Ice Poseidon. Yeah, Kick is a very good. It's good for streaming, but it's like the wild wild west there. It's true, but that's why
Oh, what the fuck?
the guy's name is Alex Rosen. His channel name is Predator Poachers. So if you're interested,
Yes, if you're interested, Corzer, check out Predator Poachers on YouTube. He has some videos
right?
posted there.
And if you go
But
to Kick, go to in Kick, search Predator Poachers, and you'll find his Kick channel, and he's got stuff
mm-hmm.
too. So that's what he does, and that's how Liz and I met.
Yeah,
So Liz and I.
that's how all of us,
Yeah.
pretty much in this chat, that have met, except for
Right.
a few, like Corzer.
Yeah.
Sounds like Eric is part of Locals or Kick, or at least a follower of Predator Poachers.
But Liz and I became friends, Corza, because one of the things that Alex started doing is having people who watch his stream take short clips, because he questions the person and gets them to admit to their crimes. So things like knowing that it was a child they were talking to, and sending nude pictures to them, and possession of CSAM, child sexual abuse material. So those sort of stuff. So he would have people make clips of them giving those admissions and show them to the police as proof of what is going on to help get the person arrested. So I started doing that and kept doing it. And then Liz messaged me to help, and it just turned into a pretty vital part of all the evidence that he now turns into police. So we do it regular whenever he goes on trips across the country. Yeah, he's got arrests in all the states now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if you're interested, Predator Poachers.
Yeah.
It says new comments, but my thing is not streaming. I'm scrolling. There's only 8 of us in here. There might not be. Here we go.
It's a little slow.
They get really disgusting people off the streets too.
Yes.
That's probably my favorite predator catching team. I agree with you, Eric. I agree with you. Susan,
and especially if you have if you were a victim, and a lot of us, were.
Yes.
Victims of, grooming or molestation or whatever it may be. Mine was, I was a little bit older in 6th grade, but still, it really screwed me up. So I think a lot of us are that's why I started following him.
Yeah, yes. Desert Fox is asking, may I ask, who is Little Miss Snow White? Little Miss Snow White is a leucistic sparrow who showed up in my bird feeder. And I got her on camera, and I got a bunch of videos of her. And I have a video premiere on my channel tomorrow at 5
That's
p.m.
right.
Eastern. So there you go. There is a short little 20-second clip of her up right now that you can go and watch on my channel. But yes, she is a rare leucistic sparrow. And I've done a bunch of research and made a video, and she is amazingly. The videos do not do her justice. I can tell you all that when you seeing her in person in real life, she is so white. It's like she glows. Like when I'm out, the times that I've been outside and she'll be like coming out of the tree and flying, you can't miss her. She stands out like a beacon. She's beautiful. Nice, I'm subscribed. I'll check it out. Yes, Desert Fox. I hope.
Although Desert Fox, it could be Mr. White. We're not sure.
It could be Mr. Snow White. Yes, I don't know. Because you can't really tell. With sparrows, you can't really tell. I mean, doing the research on how they look male to female, their markings are basically the same. It's just that they say that males are a little bit brighter, but basically they look the same. You have to tell by behavior mostly. So I don't know. And especially since she's mostly white and has just a little bit of gray markings on her head and her back. And it's those markings that looked sparrow-esque to me. And I've emailed Cornell University in New York, and they got back to me today, and they agree leucistic sparrow. And yeah, a UK sent a email to this morning to a organization in the UK, and they sent me to this iNaturalist.org site. So, and on that iNaturalist site, I've had a couple of people respond to my pictures, and they all agree leucistic sparrow. So there you go. Enough about my Miss Snow White, but I'm excited about her. Or Mr.
She loves her Snow White. So
I
you
do.
know him. Who are we talking about?
So you know him. Yeah, who are you asking that question to, Porza? Wait, missing
Just no kidding, right? And a blanket on top of that. That's funny.
she's going out
What's
of
your own blanket, damn it?
while I was clipping because you needed
Sounds
your
like mine,
yeah.
Mom. Can you make breakfast? Oh, you mean like a frozen burrito in the freezer? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can't do because I'm not making breakfast today.
Yes, Desert Fox,
Ah,
that's Liz. That's Liz up here with me. Yes. Liz is my friend. I love her. We are good
I
friends.
love Jamie.
Oh, the Alex guy. His name is Alex Rosen. He's the one that we're talking about, the Predator Poachers channel. The one who he does the interviewing of the bad guys. And he has an organization. He has decoys that he hires, and he has people who travel with him that usually two guys with cameras that film everything. And yeah, it's a
And
whole thing.
yes, we know him. He's stayed at our house, I don't know how many times, like 4 times.
Yes, Liz.
He stayed at our house when they come through California, and we did a sting house back in March. I think it was March, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
We did a sting house catch here at our house. Um, so yeah, he comes through, and they get a few hours of sleep, and then they hit the road again. They're crazy. I mean, the schedule they keep on the road is nuts.
Yes, of course. They'll go on the road for sometimes almost 3 weeks. I think. I think
Desert
my
Fox,
mom was
no.
about 3 weeks.
Actually, surprisingly enough, Alex does not stink. I know you would be surprised, and I'm not kidding. The last time they came after the sting house, they took off and went down south, and then the next evening he calls me, "Hey Liz, you care if we come by and sleep?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course not." So they came by, like, I don't know, 1 in the morning. So of course when they come in, they always, give you a hug. Alex had that shirt on for 4 days. 4 days. Because he'll wear the same outfit for, like, they're traveling or working for, he just doesn't shower for a few days. 4 days. And he came in, he did not, he smelled a little musty, but a little musky, but not, he didn't stink, like not BO or anything like that. So he came in, took a shower, and then slept for 5 hours, and then hit the road again. So no, I do not. And he's never plugged up my toilet.
The question is, does he snore?
Uh does he snore? Not really.
Oh, that's amazing to me. I
Not
would,
really.
I would say yes. I just would guess yes.
He, a little bit, but not bad. Not like my husband does. Talk about someone who snores.
Oof.
Yes,
Dave
he
needs a
has
sleep
awake
study.
apnea.
Dave needs a sleep study.
And we have a plunger next to the toilet. Just, yeah. Actually, that's true. I don't know if he plugged it up or not. I wouldn't know.
I call BS on the snoring. Desert Fox says.
Well, it's not real loud. And I don't sit there and watch him sleep.
Yes, exactly. She doesn't. She's
Usually they
standing
do.
over. Alex
Usually
is
they do
sleeping. She's
sleep.
standing. She's standing over her
Last
nose.
summer when they came here, it was like over 100 degrees, and they're not used to this heat, so they're like, "Do you want me to do you want me to turn the air down?" Yeah, and it was already down, so I was like, "Oh my god, our house was so cold."
Yeah.
It was freezing. I just told him like he was like, oh, his air mattress ate him. One air mattress we have loses air during the night for some weird reason. So when he woke up, I guess the air mattress was like had almost, killed him. So I'm like, just go jump in our bed, and I'll pull the comforter up. You can just sleep on top of the bed because they like sleep from. I mean, they'll show up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and then sleep for 5 hours, and then they're on the road again. So
Yep.
it's like that is their schedule. It is nuts. And if they're not doing that, they're driving all night long to get to the next state.
Yep. Or,
And
or sleeping in the
one
van.
person, yeah, one person's driving, the other two are sleeping. So it's crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. He's
It is. They are dedicated, let me tell you.
yes, they are beyond dedicated, beyond
Mm,
dedicated.
mhm.
But Mike said that he's going to be doing an East Coast all the way down to Florida. So
Really?
I wonder if they'll have any here in South Carolina. Alfreda is always sleeping,
I
or
want them
he's
to come to the West Coast so
Alfreda.
we can go do some karaoke.
There you go.
That could be fun.
They might. You never know. They might get there. I mean, they're growing. They're growing. I think they're
Hmm.
doing pretty good revenue wise, or
I
at
think they're
least
doing
better.
great.
Can I please say? And I get that. Yes, you can. Eric, you're so funny. And I get that. Do you know what that's from, Liz? And I
What
get.
what did he say?
And I get that. Do you know what that's
And
from?
no. Wait, and I get that.
And I get that. Who says that all the time when they do their catches? And I get that. Say it like
And I
Tommy.
get
Tommy.
oh. I must not listen. I must not watch enough of his stuff.
You'll have to watch and see. He does. And I get that. So we were in Kick one time, and Eric and I think at least one other person, and I was like, and I get that. I'm like, oh yes, he does say that. So then everything was like, and I get that. Yes, just
Oh,
like Tommy. Because
Tommy just had a.
I had said one of the reasons why I don't like watching him is because his catches are all the same. He
Uh,
asks the same questions, he says the same things, you know what I mean? He'll get pissed off at the cops if they don't. It's all the same, the same, the same. And for me, that's just boring. With Alex, his catches are always different. So, and I like that in general if I'm watching something on television. I don't like to watch programs that this happens here, that happens there. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that annoys me. So,
Jess, yes, I want you to come to the West Coast. It's going to be a longer drive, and I'll stay on the phone with you.
yeah, that'll be
So
a
no, you know what? Tommy makes just it's nerve wracking to watch him catch someone. He's just so freaking nervous, just
yes.
like pacing, and he's got his shoulders all rounded, and
Yeah.
just weird.
But if you
I
really
mean,
pay attention, his questions are always the same. It's the
oh,
same,
of course.
the same, the same.
I don't want to call the cops.
He
I,
cannot
I,
stray
I don't want to
from,
have to call the cops.
yeah, yeah. But he does say that. He does say that. And I get that.
Yeah, and I get that.
Oh,
Well, Alex is like it's always like it's like a psychology
yes,
especially if it's a tough nut to crack.
yes,
It's so interesting because what does he need to do to break him?
exactly.
Which is I find fascinating.
It is. It is very fascinating to watch Alex's mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ah.
Oh, who finds themselves saying shit that Alex does?
Yes.
God, I swear.
Just as I love to watch him. Just as I love to watch him chase cars and buses like
I
the
know buses and shit.
rabbit.
So fun. We are in hot pursuit.
Oh,
You know who has some funny songs, which I was laughing so hard with? It's Polanski.
oh
A
yes,
bunch of the making
his
fun of
songs are
Tommy. Oh my god, they're so funny.
Morza says those catchers in UK are mostly idiots beating people up, and the sickos don't get arrested. Yes, there's a guy. There's a guy in the US who I don't know if he's really catching more, but does it, or a couple of guys that do the same thing.
Yeah.
And we all agree with you. There's yeah.
They're idiots. They're idiots.
Yeah.
What is the point? Well, the point is content. Actually, what am I
Yes.
saying?
Right.
That's their.
Yes.
They have a big following.
And
There
then
was a guy in the UK, or was that Canada? What
I
was
don't
his
know.
name? I can't remember, the tall guy with the dark hair.
When they do that, Corza,
When
it's just bad on the other catchers that who are serious about what they're doing and trying to get all the evidence in and get these guys arrested
Oh,
and
this is good
off the
corn.
streets. Good, I'm glad
Yeah.
it's so yeah, there's a couple of people in the US that are like that and yeah.
Must be the guy who shucked it, huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes. It's a guy who shucked it, made it so good, the corn.
Shucked.
But yes, Corza, and that upsets Alex too, because Alex's mission really is to get these guys arrested and he's got how many life sentences? 2? 3?
2. Mm-hmm.
He's got Alex has 2 life sentences. Has how many have offed themselves? 2?
At least 3. 4, I think.
4. Okay, yeah. The one guy was they were in was it South Dakota or North Dakota? One of the Dakotas. South Dakota. And the guy was a registered sex offender, I believe. And it was kind of a rural-esque area, I think, of South Dakota. Only one cop showed up at first. So the pred was standing on the top step right outside the door to his house. And the cop made Alex, go back to the van. And he was standing there talking to the predator for a little bit. And then the cop walked away, left the predator standing outside his front door. Cop walked away, was on the phone, and the pred went into the house and locked the door. And then the cop went to the door, was trying to get the door open, and the guy wouldn't come to the door. Well, and another cop eventually showed up. And the guy ended up putting a bullet in himself.
Yeah, that was a crazy catch.
And he did end up passing, but he was.
They life flighted him out of there.
Yep. And all the boys ended up in cuffs because the cops didn't want him to leave, which they weren't leaving. So the cops told them to move away from the house. So they went down the street and parked at a gas station. But yeah. So that was an interesting catch.
You remember, were you here, Jamie, when I don't think this was number 1. I think number 1 was the guy who was on a houseboat. He did it later, but there was one, and I think I saved it recently, but he was a middle-aged man in his late 50s, and his boss called him during the live stream and said, "Hey, you're being live streamed." It was live streamed on YouTube. "You're being live streamed right now." And that guy ended up going in and offing himself.
Oh, I didn't see
that. I think that night.
Before my time. That must have been just before my time.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Corza says, or it's fake and scripted like that Vitali guy, Corza says.
Oh, no.
Is Vitali scripted, do we think? I've never really watched Vitali. I know of him, but I've never really watched him.
Justice served.
Yeah, justice served. I think I saved it the other day.
Guys, do we think Vitali is scripted?
I think Vitali is an idiot. I don't know. I think a lot of his is probably.
One also drove into a semi. Desert Fox.
Yes,
one also drove into a semi on Alex's? Yep. I didn't see that either. That must have been before my time.
He was one. No, this has been fairly recent. I think within the last year.
Oh, then how did
he was under investigation?
Oh, there must have been a late night one or something, and I missed it, or maybe I just wasn't. Maybe I was at a doctor's appointment, or because if it was in the last year, I would have been clipping. The only time, when I don't clip is if I'm, sleeping.
Was he caught? I can't remember if he was caught or maybe he was. I don't know. There's so many. I mean, there are so many. Sam Kruger's the other one from Michigan who offed himself in February of this year.
Susan, I'm really sad that Ryan is not catching. Smiley face. I gotcha. Yeah. I'm sure you're I'm sure you're so upset.
Oh, that guy was from
Right.
Fenton, Missouri in 2023. It's on Rumble.
Okay. So that might
Yeah.
have been that could have been maybe just before my time. 2023, 3 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah, it might have been just before my time.
Locals is so worth it, Eric. Absolutely.
Yeah, Alex just did a he was doing a 5, yeah, 45, yeah. Are
Yeah,
they
it's
having
so worth
45 a
it.
year right now? They are having, yes. Yes. And it's better to pay for the to pay for the whole year. It's
Yeah.
yes.
Sure.
Yes. Last time I heard that was the promo.
You're
So
putting
yes,
bread on
it is.
that.
I saw clips on a channel. I watch about him scripting the
Scott
stuff.
Rice.
You could be right, Corza. I haven't really watched totality. I just know of him, but he could be scripted.
Mm.
Yeah, I would just do the year if anything. Yes, it's better to just do the year. And Locals itself, it's a really nice community. Alex kind of has a love-hate relationship with it, mostly because their streaming platform is not great. So Alex gets
Give me bread
aggravated
away.
over that. But in general, it's a nice community. It's a good community. So I like that part of Locals.
Mm-hmm. You get monkey hugs, which are
But
great.
Ali also hurts women. I hate that guy. See, I don't know that much about him, Corza. I don't watch. I just know a little bit. I don't if I only really watch people that I like. I won't if I'm not interested, if I don't like it, I just straight up I won't even give you my view. That's how I feel about it.
Oh yeah, I think Vitali's all is very scripted. I think it's absolutely the majority of it's scripted. It's all for content. Kind of like, I think Gideon got into Fred catching wanting to do something, noble,
Hmm.
but it's soon turned to be just content based and, you
Yeah,
know,
Judy kind of um, leaned into the young crowd, the kids 13 to 15.
that is his crowd.
Yeah. He
I
put a
mean,
random woman in hospital when he was high. Really, Corza? Wow, look it up. I will look that up. I will definitely look that
that
up.
is not surprising. Yeah, I think he's a
Yeah.
POS.
See, that goes along with the Chud stuff. There's a lot of people who were just doing stuff for the clicks and the views, and
Just
people
like
watch it.
Rami.
Yep,
Rami's another one who's such a drama queen.
yep,
My goodness.
yeah. But
You can't comment. Go ahead,
Alex,
Jamie.
Alex works really, really hard. This is important to him. He his tagline is travels the most and catches the sickest, and it's really true. He definitely
Mm-hmm.
travels the most, and he definitely catches the sickest, and he's really good at what he does. What did Jitty do exactly that people don't like him now? I don't
He
know.
disowned Alex over the Chud thing, which in his defense, and he needs one, it's not a bad thing to do. I mean, if I were a big streamer, I probably would do the same thing. I mean, connecting yourself to someone who's, going out on a limb for someone like Chud is not,
Yeah, Jitty
could
had.
be could be suicide for them,
Yeah, Jitty.
especially with his chat. His followers were like all over his case anyway because Alex says the N word,
Yeah,
um, just in passing, not derogatory, but when I mean, most of us know what how he uses the word,
right.
and it's just a free speech thing. But it's not in a hateful way. But a lot of the majority of Gideon's followers are young, and he probably has a big percentage who are African American,
Yeah,
and they took offense to Alex right away years ago, and they were always like, "He's racist. He's racist." So they were always pushing him to to separate himself from Alex. And so when this happened, his viewers went nuts.
Yep,
And as we know, Gideon's going to listen to his chat regardless. So
that's right. No Time, who is actually Jen, right? That's your name, Jen. No Time, right? Am I getting that right? Says, I'm late to the game. How did you both get involved with Alex and all this? I the first catcher that I started watching on, well, way back in the very beginning of YouTube, Justin Payne, and then I found Pop Squad, and then I found Tommy. And I watched him for a bit, and I started going into his chats and whatnot. Tommy, this is, and I managed to get myself into what they call the think tank people, trying to help out. And I thought that Tommy would be able to change laws and stuff like that. It ended up not. I became disillusioned. And I did watch Alex a little bit back then, but it was way back in the beginning when he started, when he was doing all his shenanigans with, roll the dice and put this T-shirt on and that sort of stuff. And I was like,
yeah.
it's just too juvenile. But after I left Tommy's and stopped watching him, I went back to watch Alex, and he had changed by then. That's when he started really getting serious and doing good interviews and whatever. So I was like, wow, this is good. So I started watching him regular. And on one of his, this is the way clipping was born, was completely Alex's brainchild. He was doing a catch. I don't know where it was. I can't tell you where it was, but he's talking to the cop, telling the cop he admitted to this, that, or the other. And the cop said something to him, to Alex, like, can you show me that? Or do you have a video of that? Something along that lines. So Alex was like, oh yeah, I do. And in that moment, he had Alfredo try to go back through the static cam footage to find a clip and show of the pred talking about whatever it was the cop was asking. And it's hard, it's difficult to go back and look through when if you're not really paying attention. He's just filming, and he couldn't find it. And I think the guy ended up not even getting arrested, because at the time he couldn't find. So that's after that, Alex would start asking people on the lives when the cops would show up, I need clips, I need clips, I need clips. And then, Alex always has his one phone number out there. Everybody's got it. So people would do clips and stuff. So I was watching, and the way I got into the clipping part of it was I watched the catch that he did. I believe it was New Hampshire or Rhode Island. I want to say New Hampshire. It was a 19-year-old redheaded kid, and they were sitting at the time, it wasn't the van, it was the Honda. And the kid's sitting in the car with him, and Alex is interviewing him, and the kid admits to having more than 20 pieces of CSAM on his phone. So the cops show up, and and Alex does this thing with the cop and whatever, and the cop takes the kid out of the car and ends up not arresting or whatever. So, and of course Alex was upset, and I was kind of pissed off, because I'm like, he's got CSAM on his phone. That's a crime in every state. It doesn't matter, because I think New Hampshire is one of those states where it has to be real kid or cop. So the chats were useless. So I went online and looked, and this is something I did for Tommy. I researched the laws in Colorado that surround those sort of things, and sent them to another person who was in the think tank. And my thought was that Tommy would learn the laws and have them with him and quote the laws to cops, and that just never happened. So with that in mind, I went online, looked up the statute, and in that state, there's a statute that says something like, if you possess or have more than 20 pieces of CSAM, it can be inferred that you're going to sell and trade, and that's an additional charge. So I emailed Alex, and I sent him the statute, and I also did a post on Locals. I put the statute out on Locals, and I was like, look, the cops need to, and I said to Alex when I emailed him, like, dude, you need to know the laws in the states that you go to, because if you're standing there with a cop who's already going to do nothing, you're not going to piss him off. What do you do? Less than nothing? I'm like, you need to know the laws, and you can quote the laws to them. And, try to provoke them to do something. You need to know. I said, if you want me to, I will look up the statutes in every single state and compile a database for you. I said, and maybe you could, I don't know, print them out, have them in a binder, take them with you. And then he never took me up on that, but I sent him that email, and I believe I sent him the email while he was still alive at the end of that catch. And I gave him my name and my address because I wanted him to know that I was a real person and knew who I was, and I gave him my phone number. And like 10 minutes later, I get a text. It's Alex. So that's how I got his phone number. So then when the clipping thing started happening, I thought to myself, right, he keeps asking. And then he started to ask when he would just do live streams. He was like, look, if you guys want to help, I appreciate that, you guys pay on locals and whatnot. And he didn't really, and he still doesn't really like to ask for people to give donations. He's like, if you want to do something a little bit more than just have a subscription, a membership on locals, when I'm doing a catch, make clips and send me clips. He's like, and I don't care. I don't care if 100 people send me the same clip. I would rather have more clips than none when I need them. So I thought to myself, all right, I have to start doing this. So I started clipping. And then I noticed, Jill in chat one time saying that, Alex pays me to clip. So I thought, okay, he's paying somebody to clip. So I stopped. I figured, all right, he's got it handled. He's paying this person who's supposed to do it all the time. And then it wasn't very long. It was like a few days, even maybe a week later, I'm watching a catch and nobody sent any clips. And Alex was aggravated because he really needed them. He was like, the one time that I need clips, nobody sent them. So I was like, all right, I'm going to start clipping again. And once I did, I committed and I just never stopped and just kept doing it. And I think that there was a span of time that I was the only one clipping. And then Liz messaged me one time.
I'm sure you were.
She was like, you need help. I want to help you. And I was like, yes, because as time went on and Alex got better at his interviews and was getting more and more admissions, it was too much for one person to clip because you end up getting so far behind in the video. So the cops would show up and be there. And sometimes the pred would already be in cuffs and I would be 20, 30 minutes behind still watching and sending clips. So Liz said she would help. And I was like, yes. And then it evolved into, at first it was, I'm like, good, I need help. And she's on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast. I'm like, so I can sleep at night because I'm 65 years old and I have a chronic illness. Or if I had to be out to the doctor, I would miss stuff. Or sometimes I would just be tired and sleep. So Liz would help out in that respect. She would do the late night catches. And if I needed a day off, she did that. But then it got to the point where it was too much for one person. So now we split it up. I usually start and then I will put in the group chat, I'm, 10 minutes behind. So give me 5 minutes and then start. And then Liz and T-Bone now also helps. So then Liz will jump in, T-Bone will jump in and they'll clip at the live forward. So that way Alex gets all the clips that he needs, hopefully before the cops show up. So yeah, so that's how it was born.
It's become a well-oiled machine. What's wrong?
Yes. And
it's a well-oiled machine.
It's an actual job now because, as you guys know, his catches can be 2-3 hours long, and a good portion of that, an hour and a half, 2 hours of just straight up them doing admissions and clipping, and that's a long time. And there's nothing else you can do when you're clipping. You are tied to whatever device you're using. For me, it's my laptop. For Liz, it's her phone. For Boone, it's his phone. So you just
Jess, we definitely
Jess,
have you in mind.
Yes, Jess. Sure. I did mention to you. I did mention that to Alex too, and he was like, "Yes, I know Jess, and she would be good." So he would be good. But yes, it's turned into an actual job. It's an actual job, and you guys know how many catches they do. And you're always in the beginning, when it was me in the beginning, I didn't know. I just knew that he was on the road and I would just be watching to see when he would go live. I didn't have any inkling when the catches were coming. And then it evolved to when Liz and I started doing it and I would text Alex. I'm like, dude, you need to let us know so we can plan. And so now there's a group chat that we're in with the guys. And so that's how I know when something is coming because I'm in the chat. And that's helped a lot.
How do you get back to chat?
How do we what? What is he saying? But anyway,
Oh,
that's the story.
yeah. So yeah, I'll tell you mine really quick. So I'm probably following Alex a little longer, and I followed him before he started locals, and he was when he was doing all of his shenanigans. I started watching PCI and PCM, which is Predator Catcher Indianapolis, Predator Catchers Muncie, which is Shonda and Eric, and I kind of watched Tommy a little bit. Actually, I mean, I did in the beginning when I started watching Pred Catching. Who else did I watch? That's really about it. But I started watching Alex, and I just something about Alex that just he just cracked me up. I know he's such a good bullshitter, and I'm like, oh, this kid is something else. And I knew how young he was. And then I'd go on and say, Alex, the whole yes, no is so cringe. That's just so, so cringy. And he started to kind of develop his interrogating skills just to a higher level. It just became like he was learning, and he was learning quickly, and he was getting better very quickly. So I was working teaching full time up until 2023, and so I didn't have the time, and to really watch, only when I wasn't at work, or whenever I had a break or something, I'd kind of pop in if there was a catch. But it wasn't until after I had my last spinal surgery that I had to go on, had to retire early and go on retirement disability. And so I started, kind of immersing myself into the world with Alex, and I'd already offered him, when you're coming this way, you can stay at our house. So they, started coming by and staying with us, and I just started helping out more. And when I started helping out with Jamie, I just became more immersed into locals. So that's kind of that. That's kind of my story. But I really didn't have time for pred catching or locals or anything, because I just, when you're working full time, you just don't have that time. So since retiring, it's kind of it can definitely be a soul sucking activity sometimes, because you need a break from it. So I turn to comedy when I need to kind of replenish my soul. But it's definitely a worthwhile cause to be involved in, I think. And I adore Alex. I think he's, you know, I feel like I feel like he's one of my kids. But sometimes I want to strangle him, but I love him to death. So I think what he's doing is it's so needed. And we have a great community. There's so many people that I've met out there in this community. It's been great getting to know some people, really amazing people involved in the community.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Turn your volume up.
It is.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay. I thought I took myself out. Yes, I know that is right. You want to strangle them, but you love them. And I'm so proud. I mean, I'm super proud of Alex. I really am. Being around kind of since the beginning, and I've watched him evolve into the catcher that he is now. I'm super proud of him. He still doesn't listen to me kids don't listen to their parents, because I try to tell him things and he certainly doesn't listen. I think he listens to some things, but he's pretty hard headed.
Okay, I'm back for real now. Sorry.
Okay, hi.
I had to go pee, and then I had to go get the bird feeders.
Okay.
And then Zoe came outside. So yeah, so now I'm all settled. So yeah, so that's our stories of
Yeah.
predator poachers and the saga of. I'm constantly amazed at his style and his gift to be able to draw information out of people. Yes, yes, Jen. Yes, he's amazing. He's amazing. And I've emailed him several times in regards to clipping about that, and told him, like, look, like when Liz came on, and then I was the one who brought Boone in. I saw that he had made Boone a team member on Locals, and I had been saying to Liz, I'm like, we really need another person, because we need time off, and it's to the point where you really should have two people doing it at all times. And so I first I emailed Alex, told him my plans and why I wanted to do it, and he was okay with it. And then I reached out to Boone and asked him if he wanted to clip. And at first he said no. He's like, no, I'm not good at it. He didn't want to do it. So I was like, well, okay. So then I emailed Alex again, and I told him, like, look, Boone says he doesn't want to do it. He says he sucks at it and he doesn't want to do it. And I said, I don't want to just reach out on Locals and ask anybody if they want to, because I don't want everybody and their brother being like, I'll help. And I said to Alex in the email, I'm like, so if you have somebody in mind, somebody you trust or whatever, let me know, give me their name and I'll reach out to them. And then Alex called Boone and was like, dude, I want you to clip. And then that's how Boone started clipping. And then he was going to keep going. And there you go. Hi, everyone. I finally caught a live, Jamie. Hey, DJ Big Show. This is your first live? Yay, I'm glad you're here. I'm assuming you are subbed to my channel. I hope you are. Please sub. I would appreciate it. I'm sorry, Zoe is up here with me now, and she's just banging around on hitting the laptop and stuff, if you heard that.
Oh, Eric is talking about Sam from Toronto. Yes, that's who I was talking about when I said from Canada. There was a guy there. I really, really like Sam a lot. I think he is such a neat guy, such a sweet guy. I wanted him to be more assertive, but then I would think, okay, that's Canada, so that's kind of their demeanor. So, but he was such a neat guy, and the cops really, yeah, they wouldn't do crap. So I guess he stopped catching. I don't know, but I used to really like listening to Sam. He was a good dude.
Oh, Short Bus is live now. We should probably end this.
Yeah, we probably have to go let Short Bus do.
And it's been 2 hours. We've been live for 1 hour and 59 minutes.
Well, you have. I'm late to the party here.
Thank you, everybody who stopped in and stayed and listened to us yak and chat with us. How old is Zoe?
Yeah.
Zoe is 11 years old. Sam seems so genuine. I really like him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sam he's a good guy. Sam is a good guy. But I am going to definitely end this, because everybody go to Short's live. Short brings his people to me when he sees I'm live usually. So let's all go to Short's. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Tomorrow.
All right. Love you guys.
Tomorrow, 5 o'clock is
The
Little Miss
premiere of Snow White.
Snow White.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
I will be
Snow
there.
White or Mr. Snow White. We don't know.
That's right. We don't know. All right.
We don't
So,
know. All right. Love you all.
bye.
Bye.